Howdy, my name is Parker Kraske. I decided to do a test upon whether or not ratios of time being spent upon certain variables in students' lives affects their GPA. So the main variables that I focused upon was time spent sleeping, time spent on homework, and then time spent upon physical fitness. All three are variables that I try to balance in my daily lives, and I hear lots of students complaining about in their daily lives. So that's a big purpose of why I did this. It was to try and find balance between these three variables in order to create a good GPA, or a GPA that is satisfactory to each and every student. So why did I do this? I was always hearing about how everybody's stressed out, and particularly with all these projects that have been going around, including this one, but of course this one wasn't a problem at all. So in order to do this, I had to survey a lot of different students. I got 60 students to take my survey, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in order to meet certain variables in using using statistics such as significance, which you have to have randomness, which of course I could not do because I had a targeted group of individuals, independency, which is based upon having 1/10 of your total sample population in order to use those statistics as a sort of random sampling. So with 60 students, I was able to do this because there are more than 600 honors students. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been possible to do this. Moving on, I also had to meet a normal standard, which is basically just having more than 30 sample tests and variables. So I had 60 people respond to the survey, so I was double that, I was good, I was in the clean, I can actually use these statistics in order to make inferences and conclusions. So when I gathered these statistics, I decided to put them on a graph, which is displayed in the my left-hand column, your right, on this presentation, in which it just shows the sort of the variables, the amount of time spent in minutes, correlating to GPA on the bottom. And if you'll notice, there is a slight spike in the middle here between where GPA goes up, but the time spent upon certain variables is not increased too much. And that is sort of like an even median zone where we find a good ratio between time spent sleeping, homework, and physical fitness in order to have a positive relationship that is actually doable. And so within this, I found equations of correlation and R values between GPA and each one of my variables. So for fitness and GPA, it's 0.5789, meaning close correlation and positive. Homework, it was 0.7262, which is once again positive and an even closer correlation. And then with sleep, it was 0.8877, which is even higher, meaning more correlation, insofar meaning you can conclude that sleep is possibly the most important variable and factor in this situation. So, thank you.